Masemele, asoren ben es mindig sajana.
What he means is, on behalf of the Republic, we welcome you, and your very impressive entourage.
Thank you. I have 3 interpreters, 7 healers, 60 commandos.
Voss commandos are crack infantry and scouts, and with those healers they'll be unstoppable.
We fight the Sith. I will learn. My vision will guide.
Jik inter, medeg drest pastiat dan ilbi, for cost in pain.
What about this first son, Jedi? Has anything new turned up?
The ambassador you sent me to meet was actually a child of the Emperor.
You're joking.
Sophia Farish? But I've known her since... Well, I'll pass on the news.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Master Seo's hosting a war council. He said you should join in right away.
Welcome, everyone. Supreme Chancellor, may I present our new allies.
I greet you, Gatenko and Hello Voice. The Empire threatens our core worlds, and your strength will be vital in the days ahead. The core worlds founded the Republic we defend. They are centers of government and commerce. Our society would crumble without them. Now an Imperial fleet is en route to one of these besieged worlds, Corellia, carrying thousands of reinforcements. That fleet must never arrive.
How many ships? Dozens?
More than 30 troop carriers, but they aren't heavily armed. Our true problem is their escort.
The Imperial fleet is protected by a dreadnought, the Javelin. Without it, we could scatter them easily. A functional dreadnought would be a huge asset in defending the core worlds. I need you and your alliance to capture the Javelin.
I hope you have a plan in mind for this.
Your smaller force should help you to slip through their defenses, board the Javelin, and force the captain's surrender. Let's go. I leave this vital task in your capable hands. Good luck.
Jedi, you have a rational mind. You know trying to capture a dreadnought with the forces we have is utter insanity.
If the opportunity arises, I'm fully prepared to cheat my way to victory.
Ah, excellent.
To begin, our ships distract the Javelin. You board.
A fleet that size needs coordination. Jamming the Javelin's signals would put them in disarray.
Might buy us enough time. Taking a dreadnought is a day's work. We should go along. Me, Theron, Kaizen, everyone. We each take a few Voss commandos and our holocommunicator. You head for the bridge. We split up and get the other sections under control.
This mission will need all of us to stand any chance of success.
Excellent. If you have this in hand, I shall go. Corellia's defenders would benefit from my help. May the Force be with you all.
Any chance I can use the ship's long-distance communication system for about an hour?
Is there somebody you're trying to reach?
Sorta. I want to put Milo's Lady Doctor into the Republic's database. I keep studying her picture, but nothing. I'm hoping it can jog something about her or that glowing box. I'm close, practically seeing her in my sleep.
Has her face triggered anything?
No. Everything between Altair and waking up in that cell is still a big fat blank. I'll let you know if anything comes back to me. Still no luck with the doctor's picture. I think it's time to admit defeat.
You must be the judge of that.
I won't give up looking for her, but I don't want to turn into Milo either. Her picture's in the Republic database, so I'm going to delete my copy. I've done all I can. I have a good situation here. I won't let the past mess it up. Hey. I've been meaning to ask, have you been in any major battles? Apart from Hoth, I mean.
When the Republic has needed my help, I've always been ready.
My postings haven't exactly been stellar, but I was there for the 8-hour invasion. Did my part, watched the Imperials slink away. I'm proud of that, but what we're doing seems more important, even if the historians never know. That's quite the fighting style you have. Looks like you sneaked a few combat manuals in amongst the history texts.
There is poetry and logic in battle.
I'm used to fighting in squads. Constant redeployments taught me to sync fast with whoever's at my shoulder. Now you know your tactics, but you're not afraid of your gut instinct either. I've tightened down my style to match. Might make the Imperials think twice the next time we're cornered. You're not gonna believe this. Remember Milo's talk about a glowing box and the lady doctor he was chasing? That lady doctor turns out to be real. She sent me a message.
Lieutenant Eraso, my name is Dr. Sarah Frey. I hear you've been looking for me. I've fled the Empire. Your search has put me in grave danger. But I imagine you won't be satisfied until you have answers. I am responsible for Milo Pelham's instability and your suffering. I could not refuse a Darth's orders.
It sounds like the Sith are involved in this.
The Sith Lord I once served, Darth Owzel, is a great scholar. He even advises the Dark Council. His speciality is ancient holocrons.
What's a holocron?
Holocrons contain ancient knowledge. To the untrained eye, they match Milo's description.
The Dark Council trusted Darth Owzel to decipher a rare holocron for them, but Owzel saw a chance to keep its knowledge for himself. He wanted to copy the holocron into a person's mind.
The matrix of a holocron is far too complex to be mapped onto a person's brain.
Darth Owzel requisitioned 2 prisoners from the Empire. You, Lieutenant Eraso, and your friend. The initial procedure was imperfect. Milo Pelham's mind simply collapsed under so much knowledge. But you were a great success.
A great success? She had a Sith library in my head.
The recording hasn't finished.
Any Sith would kill for that holocron's knowledge. But no one will know it's there unless you tell them. All I have said is the truth. Now, please remove my image from the Republic database. I won't be safe until then. Lieutenant Felix. That's your name, isn't it? I'm sorry.
She's asking me to keep her safe? At least she's got a blasted sense of humor.
She obviously regrets her actions. Show the compassion she couldn't, and help her.
Dr. Frey's lucky I've got a Jedi to be my conscience. Okay, I'll see it gone. I need to think. Excuse me.
The royal family called the ship. They asked for me personally. Can you imagine? They want me to be their new representative. They obviously don't think I'm as good as father, but I told them my plans, and I'll earn their respect.
Taking this on has clearly been good for you.
I've cleared my head, and doing father's work has helped too. I want to use this chance. My people could learn a lot from the Republic, especially from the Jedi.
We've never had a chance to talk about where you come from.
It's mostly forest. Cutting road can take years because of all the thorn traps and wild animals. So our defense technology focuses on protecting our cities. The force fields light everything at night. I'd like to show you. I'd feel safe anywhere if you were with me. I was thinking about all the places we've been. Quesh was fun, apart from those Imperials all over our research station. And before that was the Fortitude. The galaxy's just so violent. How do you cope?
As Jedi, we look past momentary chaos and strive for the ideal. In this case, galactic harmony.
That's very noble. I've known you for how long now? I thought I had you worked out. But I think I understand you more now. And I see you differently.
It's rare for someone to make the effort to understand me.
Now I can see the choices you have to make. How hard things must be for you too. But at least we have each other. As allies, I mean. Things are quiet back home for now. So I'm gonna focus on my Padawan studies. I read the text the Council sent me, but I still don't understand what a Padawan does.
A Padawan hones her combat and meditation skills, exercises temperance, and is open to the knowledge of all cultures.
So what should I learn first, Master?
First, aggression, hatred, and fear can drive even the noblest Jedi to evil. You must always guard against these emotions.
But what about the Empire? How can you not hate them for everything they've done? Maybe I should study something else.
Consider this. The secret to controlling those beneath you, and those who restrict you, is to know more than they do.
I'll give it some thought, Master. Thank you. I don't mean to be so slow. Everything is so new.
If you need to talk about anything, I'm always here for you, Nadia.
I won't forget. Oh, good. I hoped you'd have some time. I've been trying to study, but Dr. Cedrix keeps coming to talk to me. He's offering to give me an astronomy lesson. Apparently, he built his own telescope and everything. He's really very charming.
Something you have in common. But your company is infinitely preferable.
I like talking to Dr. Cedrix, but only because he's so curious about everything. It's like talking to my father. It's not a problem, is it, that I'm friends with him?
Remember that Holiday's very protective of Theron and his feelings.
I know what that's like, when it comes to you anyway. You're more to me than just my master. You do know that, don't you?
You're much more than a Padawan to me.
I thought so. Dr. Cedrix doesn't come close.
You wanted to talk, Quaisen?
Dosk tanga rasjak. Shiver starsung. Zonkelis. Korra.
Not if you keep calling me a soft thing. I remember what that means, you know. Huh. Kaizen says you're a herald. You look like a Jedi to me.
According to Quaisen, I'm the Scorekeeper's herald. It's a long story.
As nicknames go, I'd look for something a little snappier.
Rasmukressare Ognok. Hunterworsk. Skuvjeltras or Dargorsk.
Hunt. You know, if you hunted crooks instead of animals, you'd be a household name. Okay, I got a Veneb Drusk, Trandoshan, former bounty hunter, retired. That him?
Even the Jedi archives rarely recover information that quickly.
I'm all wired up to the holonet. If it's out there, it's up here. After he retired, this Veneb became some big shot Trandoshan clan leader. Just suddenly shot up the ranks. Oh, shot up the ranks after a lot of his rivals went missing, usually on hunts. Interesting, huh?
Veneb identified Trandoshans going through Shako Yagu, ones who challenged his power, and told Gwora who to kill.
That's all I got on this Veneb, but it should be enough for you two to find him. So Kaizen, we're square on this, right? No more favor is owed?
What do you think? This is your friend, and your favor.
Garnis hisaknak onas. Skuvjeltras. Korrakeram. Zevren zesek.
Hey now, don't go soft on me. I like you fine as you are. See you around, Kaizen. Take care of yourself, and your herald.
Lohasan mal flix tulama. Orta prapsak. Doskas gores. Shiver stars. Rados prapsakis. Vectoskus zarsk. Parsku potrak. Vorkankis. Ganaxis check. Jash. Luktar krivo kirvenas. Varakrates. Yanor forita. Izademo. Ragorand. Rakir Lex. Nas.
If we go to the Elders and explain Veneb's crimes, they'd never make him clan speaker.
Ringhods Luk Sark. Rakva Krenok. Lukikachos. Skojarad Mask Osla. Svetod Tranis. Ulapolua. Yorskau Popre. Brelkevskuna Raktels. Uttraksrok. Telski Krak. Radosk Prapshakis.
If the Scorekeeper sees Veneb's heart, then she must also see yours. She understands you can't let him escape judgment.
What? Oh, please excuse me, Jedi. The last pieces of the Van Drake generator must have a precise exposure to the ship's engine core. I'll be right back.
Jedi, could I please talk to you for a minute? It's about Theron.
Don't be upset. Just say what's on your mind.
You're so kind. Theron's been working so hard for the symposium. It's all he talks about. It's just so rare for him to get a real challenge. I don't think he's handling it very well. Please, he listens to you. Is there anything you can do?
Having his genius tested will teach Theron more than years of success.
I hope that's true. a good friend to us Jedi. Both me and my sweet Theron.
Compared to keeping you two happy, the Jedi trials were simple.
Just in time. A moment longer and the irradiation would have gone too far.
Theron, honey, why don't you take a break? With me.
No. Too much to do. Sorry, Jedi, I'll speak to you another time. My work is finally complete. The Vandrake generator. Dare I say, a masterpiece among masterpieces.
Theron, I'm so proud of you. I think I'm gonna cry.
Yes, well done. But perhaps you should sit down for a minute.
There'll be time for a week-long sleep later. The Luminatis Club Symposium only runs for a day. I must secure the generator for transport. Its core needs to be perfectly shielded. The core is very sensitive to nearby electronic systems, you see. Its processes could...
The core's processes could what?
Jedi, I am a complete idiot. The core of my Vandrake generator could have an application that I never considered. For Holiday. If I linked that core to Holiday's central processor, it could increase her sentience by a factor of 10, or more.
How would Holiday change if you gave her this core?
She'd be able to transcend most of her remaining technical limitations. Her slicing capability could increase, her personality would evolve. But if I remove the core, my Vandrake generator is useless. I won't have a hope of winning the symposium.
This is your future we're discussing. You deserve a say.
But Theron's upset. I just want him to be happy.
There's no time to decide. The symposium's starting soon. The entire Luminatis Club is expecting me. I have to attend. I'll be back soon. It appears I have secured my place in scientific history. As a laughingstock. There I stood at the podium, my fellow scientists hanging on my every word. I had only to turn on the Vandrake generator, but I couldn't do it. I saw Holiday and... I couldn't. When I tried to explain, I was booed off the stage.
You're helping the person you care for, at the cost of your own dream.
Indeed. Thank you for giving me perspective. Now, Holiday, I think the core is ready. We can begin the installation.
Theron, I'm scared. What if it changes me? What if I don't love you anymore?
Holiday, I am a fool dancing in your shadow. But whether you favor me or not, I will always belong to you.
Theron, install it now, before I change my mind. Stacks 2 and 3 reinitializing. Transfer.
This seems troubling.
Holiday, please speak to me.
Oh my, how embarrassing. That core is potent stuff.
Has the core made any difference yet?
I've got more space. Like there's huge empty rooms waiting to fill up. It's exciting.
It'll take time for the change to fully propagate. Holiday's systems are very complex. But in the end, her personality and sentience will increase. Exponentially. I hope we'll be able to keep up.
This must be torture for you, huh? A library of ancient knowledge in my head and no way to reach it without me going crazy.
Think of what I could learn from a holocron belonging to the Dark Council itself.
Hey, don't get any ideas. This is the only brain I've got. I won't pretend I like this. It's a massive risk for both of us. But I've carried this data for years and never knew a thing. Besides, if anything does go wrong, I have your expertise on hand.
I'm always here if you need me.
I doubt Republic Command will have a change of heart if I report this. My career is still going nowhere. But, so what? You have a cause worth fighting for. I want to see it through.
time's wasting, and there's so much to do.
We're in the network room. Breaking the Imperial coding makes me all tingly.
Zenith sneaked off to security. I imagine he knows what to do with an Imperial security system. Ta-ta for now.
Hold on, Jedi. Security system's being stubborn. Done. I'll watch for any more. Zenith out.
Armory is secure, but they locked the door to weapons control. We're cutting through. Not to jinx it, but I expected stronger resistance than this. Might be a harder fight up ahead. Lorenzo out.
Happy to help.
Maestra Mehuruba. Yendor Bisikine Mikiak.
Greetings, Master Jedi. All parameters are met. My work can finally be demonstrated.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Obeying my standard orders, I've seeded this vessel with detonite charges. These charges are sufficient to destroy the Javelin, its occupants, and nearby vessels. I apologize for any inconvenience caused.
These reinforcements were bait. The Empire wanted our alliance dead.
Allow me to outline the genius of my work. I have placed multiple detonite charges in mathematically precise positions. All Imperial vessels have been signaled to withdraw, as the countdown has begun.
So we just walked into a trap?
By my calculations, even if dozens of the charges are disarmed, it is now impossible to prevent the Javelin's destruction.
But if we disable as many as we can, there won't be enough of a blast to destroy our ships.
You may attempt it, but my placement of the charges is flawless. There are charges on all main coolant regulation systems to ensure complete destruction.
I'll send the bomb locations out to everybody.
Do it. If we work together, we can handle the charges nearby, and then run for the ship.
A shame my accomplishment will soon be superheated vapor, but such is the nature of demolition work. Good day.
No.
Warning. Coolant regulation system ignited. Catastrophic structural integrity failure has begun. Destruction of the Javelin is imminent. Please evacuate immediately. Repeat. Please evacuate immediately.
Jedi, do you read? We're clearing the tactical stations and everything's flashing red. What's the situation?
You and the commandos have to get to the ship immediately.
Alright, you heard him. Go. No, wait. Call us now. Take point. I can't leave yet. The Imperial crewmen were trying to erase these tactical stations. They might be carrying battle plans. I need to do a full download.
Felix, in a few minutes, the Javelin is going to be drifting debris.
Sorry, I can't turn my back on vital intelligence. Blast! This will take longer than I thought. I won't be able to join you. The pods. I saw a rank of escape pods on this deck. I can make it down to Corellia's surface.
Then do it. Stay hidden. We'll come for you.
Copy. Now take care of yourself. Be safe. And we'll rendezvous on Corellia. Lorenzo, signing off.
Oria, Hafne Afanjet, Ziliest Jur Drukal Jaspro, Lihida Naka Miest Hija.
If we want Felix back, we can't stand here talking.
Estabola Megminil Uge. Oze Gisazos Homaleban.
We think the pod was caught in an automated landing system for Coronet City's shipyards. So it's probably there. Somewhere.
To Corellia. To search. And to war. My own people. Can't even trust my own people.
Did something happen with your political supporters?
Those Balmoran refugees. I wanted to bring them home. Already arranged to meet them on Alderaan. Then I deciphered more of Greystar's journals. Found out why he didn't want me reading them. Journals report these refugees were in contact with local Imperial officials, negotiating for food, medicine, protection.
Greystar was aware the refugees were trading with Imperials?
Yes! Wrote it down! Never lifted a finger! Imperials would have offered anything for intelligence about Balmora. How many refugees gave in? Gave information and got my people killed! Greystar let it happen. But he knew I'd retaliate, so he kept this from me!
So what happens now you know the truth?
They're collaborators. Collaborators die. Or live in a cell. Already arranged to meet the refugee leaders, to help them home. But now they'll be going in chains for conspiring with the enemy. I arrest the guilty. I prove my devotion to Balmora.
If those refugees walked free, it would cheapen the sacrifices of everyone who stood up to the Empire.
All settled then. Need to get things organized for their arrest. Make sure soldiers are waiting for them. Excuse me.
Just so you know, I may not be available for training for a while. And issues come up back home. It's a real puzzle.
We could talk this over.
Any excuse for some time together. See, a guild back home is building a new spaceport. They want me to petition the Senate for Republic help. Trouble is, The Guild wants to demolish the Annex of Kespin and build the new spaceport on that site. The Annex is our oldest ruin. To be honest, it's collapsing and sort of dangerous, but it's sacred.
Is this annex some sort of temple?
It commemorates Gavel Kespin. He died defending the capital during the Wanderer siege. Clearing another site would take months. The forests around the capital are just too dangerous. We need that spaceport, but the Annex is so old. What would you do?
A Padawan needs to trust her instincts. What are they telling you?
That I shouldn't let my feelings interfere? We need trade. Maybe the Annex has had its time. Thank you. You always make me feel better. Do you have a minute? I just wanted to mention you're looking very handsome today.
That sounds even better coming from you.
You do so much, but no one ever thanks you. The least you deserve is to be appreciated.
You're right. Any other Jedi would have been showered with honors by now.
Maybe I could make you feel better. Losing Father helped me see. We have to do what we can for the people we care about. Let's tell everyone we're off training somewhere. We could spend some time alone.
Are you doing this because you want to? Or because you think you should?
I know what I'm doing. I'm not some child with a crush. I care about you. Don't you care about me?
Caring about someone also means respecting their wishes, Nadia.
I just don't want to lose you, but I could wait a little longer.
Master, I have reprogrammed your vessel's